Baloch representative to the UN and European Union also joins me on the broadcast. Mr. Marri, how critical is this latest development? If you can explain to our viewers the fact that the Baloch Liberation Army at this point in time claims to have taken over the Surab city.
It's very critical and it's of very much importance while the so-called field marshal and the local administration of Chaudhry Sarfaraz claims that the writ of the government is everywhere in Balochistan. It clearly proves it's not. Pakistani illegitimate government and forces do not have their writ over Balochistan. And these are token gestures to show to the world that Baloch can, at their own choice, take over areas for as long as they choose and then vacate it at the time of their choosing. And the Napak army is scared to even enter these areas where the Baloch have taken over. So this is just a demonstration to the world that do take the Baloch liberation struggle seriously, and the Baloch people have the force to control their country. So this is the time for us to get international help.
Mr. Marri, then, since you've spoken about international help, I want to understand from you, what happens when Pakistan, for example, goes to one of its
I could not hear you.
What happens if Pakistan goes to one of the nations that have in the past supported them and asks them to perhaps intervene in the matter? How exactly are the Baloch...
The audio is not clear. I can't hear you.
Okay, Mr. Marri, we'll try to reconnect with you. Let's try to reconnect with Mr. Marri and bring him back onto the broadcast. I don't think he can hear me. But Mr. Mustikan, before I bring in the other guests, let me pose the same question to you. How critical does it become for the Baloch movement to, at this point in time, gain support of the international community? Because what happens when a Pakistan goes to a China, when a Pakistan goes to even say the United States of America and seeks some sort of international intervention? Mr. Marri, can you hear me now?
I can barely hear you.
Okay, Mr. Marri, I'm just trying to understand what happens when Pakistan goes to other nations abroad. Where exactly does support for the Baloch movement stand internationally?
Pakistan is the donor state. It is in the begging bowl of Pakistan. The international community is throwing the bones. I mean, the IMF gave them a fund. China is supporting them. America is not objecting to the genocide in Balochistan. The whole international community, the United Nations, is silent. What extra help could the world give to Pakistan for crushing the Baloch national struggle or the genocide in Balochistan? I think it's doing its utmost. Operation Sindoor was just a light at the end of the tunnel that we saw. Maybe India would get involved. And thankfully, we saw that Taliban government is taking a positive stance against this rogue government and the rogue army of Pakistan. So these are two positive signs. Otherwise, the international world is fully supporting this rogue government and the terrorist state of Pakistan.
Mr. Marri, what is the support that Baloch leaders would expect from the Indian government?
The Indian government should take positive steps, like it did in the case of Bangladesh, to get Balochistan recognized as a sovereign independent state. It would have to do lobbying. I'm sure China would use its veto power. Maybe not. Maybe we could negotiate the terms with China. China is interested in its trade expansionist policies and in the CPEC, and we could facilitate that. So we don't have to fight China. We could negotiate with China. And India could play a very pivotal role in the liberation of Balochistan.
Okay, that brings me